What's going on, fantasy baseball fans? I'm your host, Hussein the Brain, and you're watching The Couch. We're kicking in with the fantasy baseball guru, Andrew Eggers. What's up, man?
What's up, Hussein?
Back for another video, but a very special video. This is our first DFS video, our first daily fantasy sports video, and we're gonna give you some picks and talk about your options for opening day. Drew has three guys that he really likes for opening day. He's gonna go over them with you guys right now.
Yeah, first pick, and I'm a Dodger fan, so listen to me all the way through. Madison Bumgarner is almost a lock to have a great pitching outing against the Arizona Diamondbacks on opening day. He's one of the best pitchers in the game already. I think he proved that pretty much in the playoffs last season, on top of his illustrious career so far. Without going into too much detail on him, he's a lock to just really dominate those Arizona Diamondback hitters. I'm thinking at least 7 innings, maybe 1 or 2 runs given up at the most.
He's expensive, but if you're playing a cash game, he's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth you spending your salary cap on a really good pitcher like that.
Definitely. You want an ace at the top of your staff if you can get one. And the next guy I want to talk about is Nolan Arenado. Now, this kid's only 23 for the Colorado Rockies, their third baseman. He's just getting better with age. He's played fairly well this spring training. I think he's hitting almost 300 with 4 home runs. He's got lots of pop. He's playing in Coors Field, and Kyle Loesch doesn't stand a chance. He's the starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. The last guy I want to talk about is Torrey Hunter. He's 40 years old. He's playing center field back for the Twins again. He's going to face David Price on opening day, which he's owned David Price in his career. He's batting .348 in 23 at-bats against David Price. So I'd expect Torrey Hunter to have a couple hits at least, driving maybe a couple runs in his first day back with the Twins. So he's another great pick that I would definitely take on my team.
Now, some more guys. We want to talk about some more guys that you saw on FanDuel that are also good options. Not so much as the first 3 guys. You like those guys a lot, but who are the other guys you like?
Yeah, if you're not going to trust me on the Madison Bumgarner, go with Yordano Ventura. He's the Kansas City Royals ace pitcher. He can touch almost 100 miles an hour on the fastball. He's doing fairly well in spring training. I think this kid's got lots of long-term potential, but look for him to shut down the White Sox on opening day. There's a couple other guys too that I like to talk about. Yasmani Grandal is a catcher for the Dodgers. He may or may not start opening day, so I want to give you that as a caveat right away. Kershaw is the starting pitcher on opening day, and he may get caught by AJ Ellis. But Yasmani Grandal can be a very good switch-hitting catcher with good pop, playing against his old team in the Padres, so he's got plenty of motivation to do well. And if Yasmani Grandal doesn't play, now I would go with a more expensive guy, Jonathan Lucroy for the Brewers. Now you may have to sacrifice in a different position with your money, but Jonathan Lucroy is probably the second best catcher in the league in terms of hitting, behind Buster Posey. He's going to also play in Coors Field that game in Colorado, and the ball is going to jump off his bat regardless, let alone being in Coors Field. So he's another stud that I would definitely put on my team if Yasmani Grandal isn't going to play, although you might have to sacrifice a little bit of money in some other positions. There's also another guy, Chris Davis. He's an outfielder for the Brewers. He's been hitting really well in spring training. And not that that's a huge deal, but for a guy like him who batted, about 250 last year, you really want someone that's going to be on a hot streak going right into the season. And I think Chris Davis, who's got lots of pop, he's going to have a good game as well. He's playing against the Rockies in Coors Field, so don't be surprised if he sends one into the bleachers.
And there's another guy you want to talk about this on your list that's a sleeper, someone who doesn't require a lot of salary cap, and some that people may not really know about.
I got a perfect guy for you. It's Michael Taylor for the Washington Nationals. He's 24 years old. He's going to make the start on opening day for Denard Span. He can hit. He can run. He's going to bat at the leadoff spot. I'd expect him to have a fairly good game right off the bat. He's already doing well in spring training, proving that he can hit major league pitching. So that's definitely a guy I'd have on my team no matter what.
Okay, how much does he cost?
About $2,500 on FanDuel.
So that's going to save you a lot of money.
And he's starting for sure.
Yeah, and I play a lot of daily fantasy football, and it's pretty similar to baseball. And I have some basic tips for you guys if you're just starting out with daily leagues. But first of all is I would go to some place I trust. You know, I wouldn't go to some Joe Schmo if I wanted to deposit my money into a bank. I'd go to a trusted bank. So if you're going to play on a site, we suggest FanDuel, but if you're going to play, make sure it's a reputable site like FanDuel. Don't just put your money in any fantasy league. And basically what FanDuel is, it's a daily fantasy sports website. You're not locked in with your roster. You can play every day or you can just play some days. We suggest to play, the best way to play is to play cash games. We suggest to play head-to-head games. They're awesome. And if you want to take a little bit of risk, you can play the tournament games. And statistics show that people who play the 50-50 leagues, which is basically league of 100, 50 win, 50 lose, there's some pros in there, so you may want to watch out. Drew and I really like to play head-to-head, and we just play in a bunch of head-to-heads. You do like a $1, $2 and play them, and that's pretty consistent, and you can consistently win and make a little bit of money. And right now we have a promotion going on. If you sign up for FanDuel, you can follow this link right here, and it's the link below in the description. You can click on it. They will double your deposit up to $200. So I suggest if you're first trying out, deposit whatever you feel comfortable with, whether it's $20, $50, they will double it. So they get an extra $20, $50 when you sign up. And man, good luck. Hit us up on Twitter for any questions, and we'll see you on the next video.